What's up, Schmoedown fans? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. I'm Star Wars champion, Andrew Dimalanta.
And I'm Nicki Dimalanta.
3 matches to go over this week, not 2.
Yeah, it would help if I read down to the bottom of the page. I should really do my homework.
Yeah. So 3 matches. We have a single rookies singles debut, an Innergeekdom match, and a number 1 contender teams match. I think this is the first. This is the first week where we have every division. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because we haven't been doing teams at all.
Oh,
this
yes,
is the first
yes,
teams
yes.
match.
Okay, gotcha.
And what a way to start, man! It's great.
Yeah. Big matches.
Big matches too, like and good matches too, like.
Oh heck yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, there hasn't been a bad one.
multitude.
That's the word.
Yeah, that's the word. I know words. I know English. For a multitude of reasons too, for like storylines, inspirational wise. Like we'll get into it when we get to the match because it's some great matches. God, there was an announcement that came out and it fell out of my head.
Did it have to do with the free for all? Did it have to do with a rule? Did it have to do with go back to the room where you last thought of it? Where'd you last think about it? The kitchen? Go back there.
Last time I thought about it was before this week.
Before
the weekend.
Shoot.
So I was like, we should take note of that. Because it was something that happened on backstage. Was it?
Well.
It's out. It fell out of my head. Had like minimal brain space. That's to fit other things in his head.
So unprepared.
Sorry.
Jeez.
God, we should really do our homework.
You're not wrong.
God, it's gonna hit me like by the time we get to the end of this episode. It's like, oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. So
and then we'll just get to it then.
I mean, let's just get into it to the matches, and then we'll get to it when we get to it.
So the first one we got here, we've got a debut match between 2 rookies. We have got the Boston Badass, which I'm surprised we can say that because that's a bad word.
It's a no word.
I'm not sure. I mean,
It's
confused.
PG-13. I think as long as we keep it PG-13.
Ass.
Yeah.
All right.
You can drop it, I guess.
The Boston Bad.
Self-censoring.
Paige Frabetti of The Usual Suspects versus Peggy Gubbins of The Den. I want to know who came up with her nickname.
I don't know. I mean, it's just
It's just her initials. I'm curious if it was her, if that's something, maybe she goes by it.
Yeah. I mean,
or if I don't know.
Hey, it's just
I just thought it was fun.
Embracing your nickname. Like I said, like a lot of people change their nicknames. I wanted to. One of the things that came across my head was like, because I'm sorry for the person on Twitter that always says that AD stands for all day.
All day. AD all day.
Yeah. That's what was one of the things I wanted. Like, yeah, man, let's change my nickname to all day.
Yeah.
And
PG, that opens some doors. Say she like really excels, like the more she plays, and then she's like, I'm about to take this match from PG to PG-13.
Ooh, I like that.
Get ready. You're gonna need parental permission. You're welcome, Peggy.
Not admitted if you're under 13.
So, yeah. So round 1.
Mm-hmm.
And also, this match was, I mean, when you have 2 rookies going against each other, it's kind of like, okay, cool. What's going to happen? Who knows? It's 2 rookies. What are they bringing to the table? But these 2 were like, they had their attitudes, their personas. They brought them right to the table, and they had a lot of smack talk, and it was great.
Yeah, and Peggy Gubbins is a part of the fan leagues, correct?
She was part of the Fantastic Four.
Fan League 4.
The Fan League 4. And yeah, these 2, they had a fun rivalry already, kind of
I can see this becoming like
chemistry.
Yeah.
It could be a rivalry going forward for sure.
I can totally see that.
Because so Paige is from Boston. Isn't Peggy from somewhere not Boston? Chicago. And they have sports teams that don't like each other?
I mean, who doesn't like the Patriots?
Word. That's true. That's true.
It is what it is.
You got a good point.
We took your quarterback.
It's a shame that they don't have Tom Brady anymore.
It's a shame you don't have Tom Brady anymore.
Oh, no. Okay. So, round 1. Paige missed a question about Snoop Dogg. Peggy missed a question about life, the Lovebirds, and something about Mindy Kaling. Then they both missed something about Benicio del Toro. So by the end of round 1, it was 4-6 in favor of Miss Paige. Miss Frabetti. Round 2, Paige spins away from Westerns and she gets mystery films. Goes to multiple choice once. Got it right.
And that was a heck of a refocus because like that first round was like, you can tell that Kate was like, hey, shake that first round off.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't mean much. We're gonna plow through this second round.
Pick yourself up.
Yeah,
nothing's over until it's like super over.
Super over, yeah.
So Peggy goes. She spins Oprah.
Wait, no, was that Peggy's round?
That was Paige's round.
Paige's round.
Paige
Sorry,
got mystery films.
Sorry.
Names. Peggy and Paige.
Sorry, I'm already confusing competitors with each other.
Oh my god,
I'm terrible with names.
Paige got mystery films.
That's
Peggy spins Oprah. She got a perfect round too, though.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, for her to miss, what was it, 3 in the first round?
Yeah, she missed 1, 2, 3, 4 in the first round.
Missed 4 in the first round out of 8.
Yeah,
that's like, oh, you're at a 50% accuracy rate right now, my darling.
Yeah, and then boom, perfect round 2.
Yeah, perfect round 2. What a way to come back and just shake that first round off. And
heck yeah,
yeah, and then great second round for her.
She pulls to within 1, 12 to 13, still in favor of Paige, but it's a 1-point game now. And I believe, I don't know if it was between round 1 and 2 or 2 and 3, but Kate was just kind of like, hey, baby girl, you need to shake this off because this ain't done. And
I think that was after round 1.
Yeah.
And she's like, look, and after round 2, it's like, look where you are now. You're within 1. Like,
it was
it's not
probably
over.
after round 1 because I think she was really beating herself up, and you can definitely see it on her face. And she was like, man, that's not how I wanted that to go.
Yeah.
So we'll see where that ends her up. Round 3, 2-pointer for Peggy. Disaster Films. Who plays Grace, the daughter of Bruce Willis's character in Armageddon? Liv Tyler.
Don't want to close my eyes.
I don't want to fall asleep because I miss you better. And I don't want to miss a thing.
All right, let's stop. Cut that before we get a couple.
She's an elf.
Yeah, she's in Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know her name. I was trying to conjure it, but I can't. I'm sorry. It's not Star Wars. Don't worry about it. We're locking it down here.
I'm gonna get you to watch that trilogy one of these days.
I doubt it.
It is. Oh, come on.
I doubt it.
Come on.
I doubt it.
It's a theatrical experience, even though you can't see it in theaters now.
It would take me 24 hours to get through all of that. It's 24 hours long, basically, right?
Yeah, basically.
When I would never even entertain the director's cut.
If you watch the one that I have on Blu-ray, it's the director extended cut.
No.
It adds so much.
More walking?
No. More story. More development. More action. It's, oh my God. I'm going to get you to watch those films sooner or later.
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see how. Because I don't think it's going to happen.
You said you'd love to see it. You got to watch the movies now.
I wasn't talking about the movies. I was talking about the effort. And there's a big spider.
You can close your eyes during that point.
Yeah, you bet I would. No, thanks. It's like when that episode of The Mandalorian happened with the big white spiders or whatever. Yeah. I knew they were coming, and Andrew was like, "All right, close your eyes." And then he vocally guided me through what was happening on the screen.
It was basically they're running.
Yeah,
they're running. Oh wait, they almost got him. Oh no, they got saved.
I didn't open my eyes until he went, "Okay, they're gone." It was a great exercise in trust between husband and wife. 2-pointer for Paige. Thrillers. Who plays the main lead, Walter Sparrow, in the number 23? Jim Carrey. Got it. 3-pointer for Peggy. Disney. Who plays Scrooge in 1992's The Muppet Christmas Carol? And my goodness, I think she used a repeat on this one.
Yes, she did.
Seemed like she pulled it out of thin air.
She's Stacey Howarded it.
Yeah, Stacey Howarded it, kind of like I'm gonna go with this, and she got it. Yeah. Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Kane.
Kane.
Kane. Michael Caine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. 3-pointer for Paige. War movies. How appropriate for season 8. Nicole Kidman and Hugh Jackman co-star on what 2008 war drama? Unfortunately, she did miss this one.
She went with War Horse.
Right. And that's
not it.
Not it. It was Australia.
Australia.
All right. So we stay with Paige for her 5er. 2010s. Which Marvel actor stars as the character Tommy opposite Carey Mulligan and Keira Knightley in the 2010 drama Never Let Me Go? Unfortunately, she did miss it. It was Andrew Garfield. So in a surprising turn of events, 15-17 in favor of Peggy. Yeah. What a way to Peggy Gubbins.
Great comeback. I mean, God, I'm already getting their names mixed up.
Paige and Peggy.
Paige. So for Paige.
Yes.
That's a rough third round. because like she's basically in the lead. She is in the lead the entire match. Didn't have she only checked down once in the second round.
And she still got it.
Missed one in the first, two in the first.
One in the first.
You sure? I think.
No, she missed two.
She missed two.
Snoop Dogg and Benicio.
So not a terrible round one.
Yeah.
Not a terrible round two either. But then the third round hits, and it always hurts to like get in that position in the third. It's like you're ahead the entire time, and it's like,
and you're feeling good. You're feeling it.
You're feeling great. You're like, I've got this. I just got to hit a couple in the third and call it a day. Mark it as a win, and just didn't go our way.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, and then on the flip side of that, what a way to come back for Peggy. Like
it's like the umpteenth time that we learn the lesson of it's not over until it's like very much over.
Yeah, we've
seen this happen a couple times this season. This alone, season,
the first couple of months of the season, we've already seen it.
Exactly.
And we were saying before, what like the liking these matches for several different reasons. I think Peggy's story is like you how do you not root for her in this situation with the story with her brother and how she got into the Schmoedown and they wanted to be in the fan leagues together and with the unfortunate passing wasn't able to see that, and it's like, God, what a way to have that weight on your shoulders and just like
that was quite a promo.
Yeah.
I don't think it was hard to keep your eyes dry watching that promo. It was definitely touching.
Hit close to home for some people.
Hit close to home for some of us. And it was a great promo. And not that it's like, whatever, Paige, but it's just so hard to be like, it's you just want to root for Peggy because
at this moment it's like
it just probably meant so much more to her.
Yeah,
the fact that her debut match, come from behind victory, you down and out, but you still pull it out. Like I'm sure that just meant the world to her and to him from above. So it was a nice moment to see.
Yeah, and it just reminds us like these are real people with real stories behind them. Like sometimes you don't see, again, the fans only get to see what they see, and fortunately this is one of the situations where we get to see this backstory behind her and how much it means to her.
Such an incredibly personal story to tell, and the fact that she shared that with us is just, it's huge. And it's I don't know, I appreciate the fact that she was able to share that with us. I think that was wonderful that we got to see another side to her. And moving forward, it's going to be like, all right, Peggy, I got a soft spot for you. Let's do this, girl. I don't care what team you're on. Let's do this. So, I really, it was nice to see, to get to know her right out the gate like that.
Just putting it all on the table. Like, this is who I am. This is why I'm here. So,
and then also moving forward, just seeing these two ladies go at it and just trash talk each other. I can't wait to see them meet up again because they're going to.
They're going to meet up at some point, whether in a tournament or who knows if they're on teams or anything like that, or in the free-for-all if they happen to go into the free-for-all.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a fun little thing, is like, hey, like jabs back and forth. Because like there's certain players that came in the league that's immediately just like gunning for each other.
Oh, yeah. So, and these two ladies were no exception.
Yeah, no, and it's not like, this wasn't born out of like, them talking smack on the Facebook group. This happened organically within the match, and in like, I would love to see these two play again.
And I've already seen Paige on Twitter like, I'm out for blood now. I'm like, I know you are, girl. And also, I know I've said it before, but Paige, that hair, girl, teach me your ways. Yeah, I mean, I can't. Like I said, me and all of my 10 strands of hair could never. But she's
and I don't think I've seen a rookie at all this season that's like, yeah, no, they're done. Like, don't even bother coming back.
No.
You know what I mean? But like all of them have been like, yeah, you deserve to be here. Like, it's not like you're just like, hey, give me a chance. And like, we've seen a couple rookies come in the past seasons. Like, yeah, hey, give me a chance. And it's like, all right, no, I'm done. It's like, and you're like, go. That's a good. That's all right. Just go ahead and go ahead and sit back down. But like for the rookies coming in, I'm like, no, you absolutely deserve to be here. These are good showings.
Heck,
I'm like, these two ladies, no exception.
Not at all. Can't wait to see them match up again. I can't wait to see, just getting a taste of their, I don't know, I guess you could say attitude. Like just getting a taste of what they can do, at least smack talk wise. It's like, ooh, I can't wait to see you go against other personalities and see how that matches up and shapes up.
Yeah.
So two very exciting rookies making their debut. Cannot wait to see what these ladies do. So moving on to our next match. Big match here.
Yes.
It's like a number one contender for a number one contender.
Winner goes to move on to face
Mike
Kalinowski in a number one contender match.
The man himself, like the grandfather of the IG division, if you will.
Yeah, so it's like almost like a
grandfather.
I mean, he had a huge like to do with the IG tournament. He's the one. Story wise, that put that together. And,
maybe it's more like father, not grandfather.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Yeah, so I like this little mini gauntlet we have going for the IG belt. It's fun because like I think that's the only other like as of this moment, it's the only kind of mini gauntlet to get to a title we have right now. Well, no, the God, their names just fell out of my head. The Jeff and Dan. Yeah. Wow. Why am I forgetting that name?
Don't worry about it.
I'm exhausted. I had a wedding last night.
They're not in Star Wars. It doesn't matter.
Congratulations to their name just fell out of my head too.
The Deacons.
The Deacons.
I mean, I don't know if she's going to change her name or not.
No,
but
Oh,
okay. So Mike and Bethany.
Mike and Bethany. Congratulations, you guys had a blast at their wedding. But my brain and my body and my soul is just mush right now because
I wasn't there, and I'm not jealous. I'm really happy that you had such a good time. And I'm not jealous at all. I wanted to hear all about it when you got home because I wasn't jealous and I was just happy for you.
And happy for them. Congratulations.
Oh, no, super happy for them.
They live in Orlando. We should get together with them. I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, I don't know. We're idiots. Yeah. That's what we're doing. But yeah, no, I was home all of 20, 30 minutes away from you guys?
Yeah, 20 minutes.
One day. It's okay.
Yeah, but back to the Schmoedown, like
I was taking care of the kid. Whatever.
Yeah. But like, yeah, this is sort of like a mini tournament gauntlet thing to get to the title. So I like seeing like these people like, so close to the belt, only two matches away from a title match. And I was really looking forward to this because who do we got in this match?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We have the Barbarian of the Finstock Exchange versus Alex the Demon Damon of the Stars in an IG match. Like we said, winner of this goes on to face Mr. Kalinowski himself in a number one contender match to go visit Miss Mara with that shiny belt. Yeah,
and these are two competitors. Like Alex had made some splashes in the Innergeekdom last. So like people are like, Star Wars player coming in Innergeekdom, good luck, buddy. And look at him.
He came to play.
He lost one match in IG last season,
and it was to Mike. And who could
And he ran into
fault him.
Yeah, and he was a little exposed in that match. Like okay, DC's clearly not a strength of his, but
when things like that happen, it shows you what you need to work on.
Exactly.
It sucks, but it shows you what you need to work on. Failure is the good teacher.
Learning opportunities, and and Barbarian, another one, came in blazing. Like first mindset was singles division. He's a beast in the singles division. It's like, well, I'm gonna give my hand at IG. Turns out he's pretty good at IG.
Yeah.
So and both of them deserve to be in this spot. So
for sure.
I was personally knowing how Barbarian prepares. Like
he's a monster.
He's a monster. There's no word to describe his preparation because I was telling him,
like, bro, are you okay?
Calm down. Are you okay? Like. His study tactics are ridiculous. Not that he gave me any secrets, but like knowing how,
like an overview
of how he studies is like.
And who knows? He probably has refined since then.
Yeah, exactly.
Grown. I don't know.
But knowing how much he prepares is like, all right, I'm ready to see what he's got going into this season.
And he does seem to have a bit of a different edge to him with the way that the Finstock Exchange is presenting themselves this season. So Craig, he always had that persona, but now he's got like an extra edge to him, like we're the Finstock Exchange.
Yeah, not only preparing himself, but like doing all he can to prepare the rest of the faction. Like,
right.
And I can tell you, like behind the scenes, like that's pretty much we were trying to do that last season, and just personalities, schedules, and real life just didn't really vibe with that. But I think he's bringing that mindset into the exchange this season.
Yes, with a bunch of eager beaver rookies.
Yeah, what a better way to do that? With
exactly.
Rookies.
So. Big old match here. Let's see. Oh, actually, there was an opening scene.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There was an opening scene where it was Alex and the Barbarian, and they were talking, and they were kind of trash talking each other.
We think that's very rude with.
Oh yeah, because they were talking about something, and I keep wanting to say Craig. I'm sorry, the Barbarian.
Yeah.
He's like, oh well, we find that to be kind of rude, and he's like referring to him and Elvis and Alex. amazingly pulls out a Grogu and is like, well, we don't agree or whatever. And it was great. I'm really loving seeing this side to Alex.
Yeah, I think this season is a great opportunity to see character work from him.
Yes.
We've never really got to see that with him.
I'm taking improv class.
And it's showing. He's really good.
Oh, yeah.
He's really good at it.
It's been really fun to see this.
Yeah.
And then after they're having their exchange with, Elvis and Grogu, Mike jumps into the call. And we were watching this like, oh right. My God. They mentioned
losing the belt
about, I don't know, 200 times. And just like,
come on.
Twisting that knife. I'm like, oh my God, lay off.
Different division. Come on, man. Don't do that. It's a different division.
But man, it is what it is. It happened.
Yeah.
So, but it was a fun exchange with all them trash talking each other, and Mike saying it really doesn't matter which one of you comes out because you're just another bump in the road in my way to taking that belt off of Mara.
Yeah.
So that was a fun opening scene. So heading into said match,
we thought that was very rude. We agree. I said it before and I say it again. I love the comedic undertones in these cutscenes. It's so
lighthearted,
goofy. Self-aware. It's great.
Round 1. Barbarian missed a question about Suicide Squad and the Lost World Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah.
Alex missed a question about The Hobbit and something called Two Guns.
Yeah.
Never heard of it. 8-8, round 1. Oh my goodness, already.
Is the IG's 10 questions in the first round or 9 questions?
It must be 10 because they both missed 2 and they ended up with 8. Math.
Okay. Yeah.
So 8-8. Round 2. Barbarian goes first. He spins Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Philip J. Spider-Man. Yeah. I think is his name. He goes to multiple choice twice and missed both, and both got stolen.
Yeah, these were hard questions. And again, subjectivity, but these were like, well, they're asking that in the second round. Are you kidding me?
One of them was like, he didn't miss this one, but like the lab in Into the Spider-Verse.
In the Spider-Verse, it's like, woof, God.
Never seen
usually it's like, usually you're looking for like in the second round, like you get that one off the wall.
What kind of bug bites Peter?
Yeah. A spider? No, but like usually in the second round, you'll get like one crazy question.
Yeah.
And then the rest aren't surface level, but they're like more gettable questions. These felt like you got like 3 of them.
I feel like round 2 has been like
especially
tough in
Innergeekdom, yeah, and like especially Spider-Man questions because I think who was it? It was
well, Saul got MCU, and we were like, whoa.
No, Saul also got Spider-Man, I think.
Oh, I thought he just got MCU,
but something like that. But I remember the Spider-Man questions in that match were like, whoa, wow, those are some tough Spider-Man questions, and I guess this is. And like somebody
that's IG, baby. That's showbiz, baby.
I can't remember who I was watching. Somebody was saying like, you know, there's only 12 movies. It's a studyable category, but like usually when it's a focused like limited number of movies, I think that's why there's like, all right, not as many movies to pull from. We got to go deeper into these.
Yeah. So
maybe that's something that IG players got to look out for. It's like, hey, make sure if you take it, be ready for some curveballs because it's a limited number of movies. But I was surprised to see Barbarian struggle with this because I said it before, his prep is unreal and like very few people can equal his amount of prep time.
Oh yeah. I don't know if it was a blind spot or just a rough day.
I don't know.
I'm not sure which one it was, but it was surprising.
It was surprising to see him check down that much and to miss those ones too. Yeah. So.
And then Alex goes. Schmoedown. Am I right, ladies? As luck would have it, Alex the Demon Damon goes.
The former Star Wars champion.
And he spins his first spin. He gets Star Wars.
And like, God, this is the mindset of fans. Is like, oh, come on, man. You can't be what was the word people were using?
Well,
like,
I mean, one person was trash talking. It was one of the other rookies.
Yeah.
And just one of the rookies trash talking. But I feel like I did see from a couple people like, oh, the respectable thing would have been to spin away. And I know people are probably joking. Yeah. I don't know if anybody was actually serious, like, oh, come on, he should spin away.
Spin away.
I don't know. But if anybody's serious, it's like,
dude,
what?
It's like you play to win the game.
Exactly. I don't care. That would be like
Mike
Rachel Cushing being in a match and being like, Rachel, spin away from Middle Earth. Come on. Yeah. Like, no, that's my strength. Why would I spin away?
Why would I? If I know I can sweep this, why would I ever spin away from this?
Oh, Mike, come on. Spin away from James Bond. What? No. This is where I live. Yeah. Like, no, why would I do that? I want to win.
Well, it's like, oh, it's unfair that the former Star Wars champions gets to get
Star Wars is IG, and if he was lucky enough to land on the category, then good for him.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was really feeling it, I'm sure he could have spun away, but no. Sorry. If that were me, I would have been like, I'll take it all day, every day.
I'll take it all day. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, he got a perfect round, and I don't think anybody's surprised by that. So by the end of round 2, 14-20 in favor of Alex.
I was surprised coming out of the second round. I'm like, wow, Barbarian's in TKO territory.
Exactly. He had to answer all 3 of his questions to make Alex move.
I was like, wow, man. Wow, I expected, not that, Barbarian is like, overrated or anything. It's like, no, he's not. It's just like,
it's just uncharacteristic.
It's uncharacteristic. It's like, wow, this is like, if you know anything about the Schmoedown, it'll always throw curveballs at you, and this is just an off day for him.
Right, and it seems like a familiar situation because going in 6 points down, you're probably like, it's not looking good. But just as evidenced by the last match and other matches this season, that did not mean it was over at that moment. So, Craig does what Craig does, and he fights.
Yeah.
So he gets his 2-point question in Transformers. In how many films of the Transformers franchise does Megan Fox appear? 2. Got it. 3-pointer for Barbarian. Marvel. All is revealed are the last words of what X-Men villain? Apocalypse.
Played by Poe Dameron himself.
That's right. I meant to look up what he looked like because I don't think
you
I've
would
seen
not
that.
recognize him. The only time you ever note he's noticeably Oscar Isaac is in the very beginning of the film before he turns blue. So
I don't think I've seen that movie then.
Yeah.
Because I would remember that. I don't think I've seen it.
You could pass on it. I mean, it's not my favorite. It's not as bad as everybody says it is, but it's not great.
It's not Days of Future Past.
No.
It's not First Class.
No. It's not that those category X-Men films good, but it's not Last Stand, X-Men Origins bad. It's watchable. It's watchable, but it's not like.
Just makes me realize how many movies I haven't seen. Like, I don't think I've seen Origins or the other one that you just mentioned.
X-Men Origins Wolverine?
Yeah.
You have.
I remember is that the one with Deadpool where he just looks like, whoa?
Yeah.
At the end? Mm-hmm. And he's got his swords on his back?
He's got swords coming out of his arms.
And he looks like somebody sewed his mouth closed or something?
Yes.
Okay, maybe I've seen it. Maybe. That's all I remember, though.
You can forget it. Okay. I think everybody wants to forget that film.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's sad. 5-pointer for Barbarian. Spider-Man rearing his little head again.
Yeah.
In Spider-Man Homecoming, what does Ned want Peter to help him build after school? As is, fitting going against Alex Damon, it was a Lego Death Star. And he got it correct. So that's what Craig does. He came in, he swept round 3, and he did literally everything he could.
Yeah.
So now it's up to Alex. He gets his 2-pointer, and he gets Swashbuckling Adventure. That one comes up a lot, I feel. Yeah. So better watch your pirate movies. 2-pointer for Alex.
Adventure movies, basically.
They're not all pirates.
Mask of Zorro comes into play.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I just always, swashbuckling just equals pirates. Really. To me.
I always, it's like adventure is, I think, because adventure can go to other categories that aren't necessarily swashbuckling. So I think that's why they named it that.
I just always expect Pirates of the Caribbean when somebody gets swashbuckling movies. Anyways, what musician plays Jack's father for the first time in Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End? Keith Richards. Got it. 3-pointer for Alex. Star Trek. Because I was like, oh my God. Watch Alex get Star Wars for his 3 or his 5.
Yeah.
He got Star Trek. Close. What is the name of Captain Nero's ship in Star Trek 2009?
Yeah, the reboot.
Unfortunately, he did miss it. Narada? I don't know if I got that right.
It's the one that Hemsworth becomes captain of
Definitely.
for like a hot second.
Definitely
and then
haven't seen that.
rams it into the portal, the wormhole.
I've seen one Star Trek, and I remember one thing about it.
What was it?
Spock met himself.
That is this movie. No? Or the second?
No, this one had some sort of a subtitle or something.
Oh, Into Darkness?
I think that's the one.
You saw Into Darkness? You didn't see the first one in the reboot?
I sure didn't.
You did.
I don't know. I saw Spock meet himself.
I think he meets himself in that movie.
Zachary Levi? No, that's not him. Zachary Quinto. Zachary Levi Shazam. My bad. Wrong Zach. I don't know. I saw Spock meet himself. That's all I remember.
I'm
and
pretty
I think that's
sure
the only
he meets
one.
himself in that movie. It's been a while. I really enjoyed that one. R2D2's in there. He's in the little wreckage field, and he snuck his way into the film.
Cute. Well, doesn't matter. It's not Star Wars eligible, so forget it. 5-pointer for Alex. So now it's make or break time. Miss it, you lose. You get it, you win. Jurassic Park. In Jurassic World, name the raptors. Oh, name, I guess, two. Did they say 2 of the raptors?
Yeah, 2 of the 4.
That Owen Grady takes care of. And I think
and
he
trains.
uses JTE. And then in true Alex Damon fashion, he just is like, hey, man, Blue Charlie Delta Echo. Yawn. And
That's
I feel
a flex, man. That's a huge flex.
He was able to do that because it sounds like Star Wars stuff. Like Delta, Echo. Sounds like something you hear in Star Wars.
Echo is the name of a clone trooper that's in the batch now. So.
There you go. I could only name Blue. That's the only one. That's the one that everybody knows. Yeah. Anyways, Alex flexed hard and 24-23 in favor of Alex the Demon Damon. So he now will be facing Mike the Killer or KO. Never remember that either.
I think it's the Killer.
The Killer, Kalinowski of Corruption. Oh man,
#1 contender match. Winner goes on to face Mara Kanopik.
Super
for the
exciting
title.
The chance to see Mike versus Mara again. The chance to see Alex versus Mara for the belt.
For the belt,
that's wild.
Like I remember at the beginning of the last season, or the beginning whenever he debuted. I think it was in the tournament that he debuts, and it's like, all right, let's see what Alex got, and it's like clearly King Geek up in this.
Clearly,
like, come on, man. Like you think he's scary in Star Wars? Like, don't take him lightly, especially after last season where he's like, all right, I know where I need to brush up.
Yeah.
And he came out. You can literally see the improvement in his IG categories.
Oh yeah.
So,
very exciting match.
Yeah.
Because this was one of those matches. I'm like, oh my god, this could literally go either way.
Yeah.
And which is a dumb thing to say because obviously it can go either way all the time.
Yeah.
But it was just like this is kind of a toss up.
Yeah.
Like these two guys are both pretty insane in their own respect. So yeah, I had no idea what to expect from this one.
Yeah, and it was surprising to see. Not that I'm surprised that Alex won. It's just I was surprised to see how Barbarian slipped up in the second round because I think it was that second round that really just that sunk him.
Definitely 2 steals. Granted, they were both 1 point each, but still.
Yeah, but that those points could have really made up ground. I'm assuming, but he missed a couple in the first 2.
He did, and was it this match that Tom came in and he was like, "Are you sure about that? Do you want to stick with that?"
Yes, because he spun Spider-Man and he's like, "Are you sure you want to stick with it?"
He's like, "Yeah, I feel pretty good.
I feel pretty good about it." Yeah.
So,
I don't
dossier.
We'll see. Maybe that's something that he I think he might have been like scared of other characters. Not that he's scared of other categories. Maybe he just wasn't so sure about the other categories on the wheel. It's like,
right.
I don't want to risk landing on something that I'm really not good at.
Yeah, maybe I get opponent's choice. Yeah. Maybe I get Star Wars and he steals them all if I miss them. You know?
There's so many factors that go into like keeping or spinning away from a wheel slice. That maybe he just didn't want to go hunting for one that he wanted. He's just, let's just stick with this because I know I'm pretty good at it.
Exactly.
So,
it sucks, but it's like this will light a fire, I'm sure.
Obviously, yeah.
And he's going to do everything in his power to make sure he rips his way through a tournament.
And especially the position that he's in now, because going into the season, we all assumed it was going to be Roka and Barbarian on the team. Now we're learning it's Roka and JTE on a team.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So now with the way the Finstock Exchange is structured, it's like you have all these rookies that you're trying to build up. So obviously you need to get them matches first. Roka's going for the singles title, obviously. Then you have JTE and Roka going for the team's belt. So those are the focus for the exchange. Where does Barbarian fall now?
Yeah.
Obviously, you have to put him in IG now.
I mean, he could make a run for singles too.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, if Roka's gunning for that title, you don't want to get them to get in each other's way. So the best option would be, all right, so you clearly want the IG title. Let's focus on IG and just prep you for the tournament. Even though he wants to be a cross-divisional player this season, I don't think there's room for that, especially when you're trying to get all your rookies into matches. So we'll see where that goes. I mean, they got a bunch of options for singles full of rookies in them and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And does JTE want to have a run in singles?
Exactly.
Because I imagine they're going to have another massive singles tournament with everybody had, 4 people in the... That was right. Each division had 4... Not division. Each faction had 4 players.
Yeah.
So Roka, JTE, Barbarian, maybe one of the rookies.
Maybe.
So And if the next Star Wars tournament is, maybe there's an option to put 2 players in.
Maybe you put Craig in because I think that
maybe
they only have one.
They
Star
only have
Wars
one
player
Star
right
Wars
now.
player, established Star Wars player. So
maybe Craig.
It's curious to see what they're gonna do with Barbarian.
I'm sorry, Barbarian.
Yeah,
My bad.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. But it's interesting. Like where's the road for him now? Like I'm just spitballing here because obviously I'm not in the faction anymore, so I have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, and they definitely Barbarian had some choice words about Andrew in I think it was it the pregame
the traitor
scene or afterward. Yeah, you're a traitor and a scoundrel. But he likes it when you're a scoundrel.
I'm a scoundrel. Like, well, according to you guys, you didn't offer me a spot, so how can I be a traitor if you don't offer me a spot?
Oh.
Just saying.
Boy.
Just saying.
Spilling tea, like kids would say these days all over here. My goodness.
I don't know. It's neither here nor there. I've put the past behind me,
Let it die.
Looking to a brighter future.
Oh, dang. Look at that. That was pretty good logic, though. Got chills.
Yeah.
Good job. Next match. Opening scene of the next match. I didn't really take much notes about this other than the fact that it was Dan Murrell and John Roca trading blows back and forth.
This scene didn't need to be this long.
It was very long.
It didn't need to be. You could have condensed this down to like a minute to 2. It felt like it was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, you're basically saying the same thing over and over, guys.
But yeah, it was just the two of them,
it up.
like, trash talking each other.
Yeah.
There's definitely some bad blood, former teammates trash talking. I don't need you. I'm going to do this and that. Burp, 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 burp. So, yeah. And I think Roca was making fun of him for being a grown man and prank calling Gucci and stuff. And that was funny, though.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just
former
soak in
teammates,
the flames, really.
Yeah, it's former teammates trash talking each other that just want to go at each other.
And I can't wait because I'm sure at some point they will meet in the ring.
Oh, they probably will.
So just this kind of thing, them going at it and just stirring the pot is going to make it that much more exciting when it finally does happen because it's going to happen, I'm sure.
They're on a collision course at some point.
At Collision? Wouldn't that be fun? Collision course?
I mean, that's possible if
that would be fun.
If Merle gets that belt back, Collins doesn't get an automatic rematch. He's going to have to work his way back to it.
Yeah.
Roca's in a better position at this point. That could happen.
It'd be fun.
That could happen.
It would be fun. So, next match. Well, yeah, this is the third match for this week. Final exam of Swag versus Shazam of the Quirky Mercs. And this is a number one contender match for the team's division.
Wow. First teams match we get of the season, and it's a number one contender match. And it's a rematch.
Yeah. Like starting straight out the gate. My goodness, 0 to 60.
Yeah, the last time they met was in a number one contender match, I believe.
I think
because Shazam went on to win the title from Corruption. Am I right? Yes.
I think you're right. Round 1. Lon missed a question about friends with benefits, the little Fockers, Dead Poet Society.
Yeah.
Bibbs and Lon both missed a movie release date. Brendan and Lon missed a Glenn Close question. Paulo Yama, however, did get a perfect round, but he missed the bonus. So by the end of round 1, 11 to 14 in favor of Shazam. Rough round for Lon.
I mean, there's no way around it. Like, Lon just kept messing. I mean, it's unfortunate that,
that it was during a number one contender match.
During a number one contender match, your partner just went perfect. And it's like, it's hard to, it's like real easy to say like, oh, it's all Lon's fault. It's like, man, come on. Don't kick him out while he's down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, it happens sometimes. It's tough. That's sort of like the bad thing about teams matches. Like, sometimes you lean on one player more than the other.
Yeah, we've seen it happen at plenty of teams. This one's on today, and this one's a little off, and then the next time they play, it's switched.
It's the complete opposite. So that's
kind of one of the interesting dynamics to teams is that you got to worry about you got to lean on and kind of sometimes worry about this person.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to pick up the slack or whatever, turn up the heat, whatever you want to do. So sometimes it just kind of happens, unfortunately. Round 2. Final exam spins away from wrestlers and film, and they get video game movies.
Oh, God, video games movies is such a wild category.
It is.
Because a lot of just like movies that you forget, like, oh yeah, that's right, that was a video game movie. Like Super Mario Brothers. Don't ever want to see that movie again.
I don't think I ever did.
Don't even try to see that movie. It's such like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Like, this is not, like, what?
Yeah.
God, it was so bad.
So
King Koopa was a dude with spiky hair, spiky
not a turtle.
Hair. He was like, they were like lizards that evolved to look like humans, and it was weird.
He was a human person.
Human person.
That's horrific.
Yes. Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and Princess Peach is not even in the movie. They have to save Daisy. Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Daisy?
it was Daisy.
Yeah.
And because when they asked that question, I was like, Peach. That's who they always save every time. And then I look like the idiot. Yeah. They're like, no, it's this other one that,
It's bad. It's very bad.
It sounds like it. Yeah. I believe you. So I think on that note, I think they did have a 2-point miss no, that was a different question.
It was the Doom question.
Oh, right. Ignore me. They did have a 2-point miss final exam, and it did get stolen by Shazam.
Yeah, I did the exact same thing they did. It's like, oh, who plays this person? It's like,
it was Carl Urban.
But it's like,
they said Dwayne
The Rock Johnson. It's like, no, he plays the guy because his nickname is Chief or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, oops, all berries.
Oops, all berries. You're right. You got that right. Yeah. And then they also, final exam did go to multiple choice one time. They did get that one. Mm-hmm. Shazam goes. They spin horror.
Horror. We're not gonna have just move on. We're not gonna have this discussion again.
You say it too fast.
Horror.
Yeah, I love horror movies. Love horror movies.
Horror movies.
Horror.
Stop! Don't do this. Don't do this. You're gonna make me second guess myself. You do this all the time. It's like, isn't that no?
Horror movies.
Horror movies.
Horror.
Yeah. Stop it. Just
exactly. You got it. Okay. All right, now we can move on. Got him, ladies and gentlemen. Got him. Finally.
Boom.
How are you going to recover from that one, baby? So, Shazam spins horror. And as anybody who said anything about that Alex Damon spinning Star Wars, I wonder if anyone was like, oh, come on William. Bibiani. Spin away from horror. But what did he do? He took it because he's comfortable with it very much so. As he should, because you want to win.
Yeah, you play to win the game.
Yeah, maybe all those people were just joking and we just didn't get the joke. I don't know. It could easily be.
We take things quite literally sometimes.
Who knows? In any case, it was a good choice because they got a perfect round 2. Swept the floor with it.
Yes.
20-28 in favor of Shazam by the end of round 2. Oof. Oh. Round 3. 2-pointer for final exam. Lon takes it. Mm-hmm. Denzel Washington is the category. Who starred alongside Denzel Washington as the detective Richie Roberts, the man bent on bringing down Denzel's Frank Lucas? In 2007's American Gangster, Russell Crowe. Mm-hmm. He got it. 3-pointer for final exam. Now we go to Paul. Action adventure. Liam Neeson, Ed Harris, shout out PLD, and Joel Kinnaman, Vincent D'Onofrio star in this 2015 action thriller. Unfortunately.
Wow.
And Paul missed it. It was run all night. And with that, 22-28, Shazam wins with a TKO and gives a -1 to Swag. Wow. I almost just said Shazam, then I almost said final exam. Swag. The team. The faction.
And it sucks because Lon looked like he knew it.
Oh, I think he did.
Yeah.
That was just a rough match for final exam.
Yeah, it was just one of those days because like usually
one of those days.
And like wow, like another one where I expected this to go all the way.
Yeah,
you know, like final exam was they had a hot streak going last season, and I guess they just couldn't keep it going. And Shazam just looks like Shazam.
Yeah, they were just doing what they kind of do.
And it's just everything went their way. They got a big 2-point steal. They got a category in the second round that they knew. They did well in the first round. And it was just a complete opposite for final exam. It's like, rough first round. Didn't really get a category we liked. We got 2 points stole, which ended up being a 4-point swing.
Yeah.
And just, not being able to pull. I think he confused it with another Liam Neeson movie. And he just like, oh, well, I got my movies crossed.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right.
Yeah, so just unfortunate. Unfortunate they
yes.
Because they were in a great position to make a run for the belt, but now we get to see a rematch from Spectacular of Shazam versus Odd Couple.
Oh boy, I'm very excited to see this match.
Yes, I am too, because I think that loss really like put a thorn in their side. and especially Koi. Koi's like, we're not playing around this time. We're out for blood. I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was the side of Koi that I was like, whoa, whoa, that's not the Koi I have my Koi.
Intense
with.
Koi.
Intense, like ready to draw blood Koi.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this. I don't know when this might be at the end.
I think it's the very end of April.
Very end of April. It might be a throwdown. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it might be. I don't know where you heard. Did we hear this right? Like, is it an undercard to?
Well, actually, I mean, I have the Schmoedown website up. Okay. Let me scroll all the way to the bottom. The Odd Couple versus Shazam looks like, according to the website, it's going to be Friday, April 30th. Pay-per-view. It's Battlefield.
Oh, it's a Battlefield.
The team's title.
Oh, wow.
And that's the overcard. And then the undercard, you got Mike Kalinowski versus Alex Damon.
So it's a
for a number one contender Innergeekdom match.
Yeah, so it's a number one contender match for the undercard, and then the main event, it's the team title match.
Yes.
So yeah,
April 30th.
April 30th. That's going to be crazy. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I know that, it always sucks when you win the belts and then, a month later, 2 months later, you defend it. It just doesn't go your way that time.
Yeah.
Because they're a great team. I love their chemistry.
Shazam.
It's like there's so few teams that like everything just clicks immediately.
Yes, and the thing that I love that they do, they're not the only ones, but one of the things that I feel like we saw in this match was, I feel like somebody during round 2 was trying to think of an answer.
Yes.
And I feel like the other one, while they're sitting there turning their wheels, the other one sees it and goes, I'm going to take the reins here and ask for a JTE.
Yeah, give you more time.
It's something so simple, just as tuning into your teammate and being like, I can tell that his brain is locked up trying to think of something, and he needs me to come in and say the JTE because he might not be realizing that he needs to use a JTE right now because he knows he's got you.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of stuff, small little things like that just make them work so well together.
Yeah.
And they both have a similar approach. They both have a kind of a laid back, fun demeanor. I loved in the post interview match when Bibiani did his.
Was that me? I don't know.
It's hilarious.
I think this is
Brennan. Oh my God, what happened? Brennan Meyer. Wow, Freudian slip there.
It's like, God, man, you get a microphone where your breath doesn't go right into the microphone.
It's so funny. It's almost like I hear it, but I don't really notice it because it's just kind of expected.
Yeah.
So it is hilarious every time it happens. And I'm always like, who is that? Even though I know damn well who it is.
So is that who we think it is? Yeah, it is.
It's amazing.
Don't
ever change, Brendan.
Yeah.
Don't ever change.
Yeah, but that's great because like they have what, 2 losses. It's crazy.
Yeah.
2 losses.
What were they, like 8 or 9 and 2?
I think they're 9 and 2
after
now.
this one.
Yeah, 9 and 2 because
with like 3 KOs.
Yeah, because Koi was like, we wanted to be 10 and 2 at the end of the last season. It just didn't work our way.
Right.
We're gonna be 10 and 2 come at the end of April. So
he did say that.
Yeah. So it's exciting. It's great. I love to see our faction getting out of the hole and getting more wins.
Yeah, that is for sure.
Started out rough, but we're clawing our way back.
Hey man, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You get a couple TKOs under your belt, your team's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Wait,
what is it? The other TKO? No,
No,
I think this is the only TKO we have.
Oh, all right.
I think you might be thinking of somebody else.
Maybe. I don't know.
But yeah, it's good. It's good to give somebody else a -1, get ourselves some points. It's 4 points because it's the number 1 contender match, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I can never keep it straight. How many points are for what anymore?
Yeah. I don't know where we are in the standings now, but we're not in last place.
Tied for second or third.
I think we might be tied for third.
Something like that.
We gotta
tied
check
for third.
that. Somebody's gotta correct us in the comments, but
yeah.
But flip side of that, final exam. I don't know where they're gonna be because Oyama looked frustrated.
Yeah.
I don't know if all that frustration was aimed at Lon.
Or just in general.
Or just in general.
General frustration
but
of
like
losing.
I was fully expecting him to go like, God, like turn on Winston. It's like
I was thinking the same thing.
But he kept his cool. He's like, it sucks to it sucks to lose.
Yeah.
It always sucks to lose, and I think it's a different dynamic in teams because like you can do all you can as a individual player, but like sometimes your teammate isn't there to back you up. It just doesn't go your way.
That's kind of just the peril of playing in teams.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. So we'll see. Like, and they lost 2 in a row. Winston does have the option to break this team up and pair Oyama up with somebody else if he wants to, or pair Long with somebody else.
Could you imagine if he does, and then that just feeds into the storyline of what are you doing, breaking up final exam? Get this guy to resign.
Yeah, exactly. You know? I mean, that could be something that happens, but we'll see. We'll see where they go from here because they're not in the team tournament, so their road back to this spot again is longer now.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I think Lon just needs to shake this off and just.
Yeah,
go into the next match.
Like we said about the last match, it was kind of uncharacteristic.
Yeah,
to miss that many in round 1.
Yeah,
it just is kind of
just an off day. Maybe something else was going on. We don't know. We can only see what we see.
Exactly.
So good matches this week. Such great matches this week.
Oh yes,
and more to come. I mean, what do we have next week?
This week.
Sorry, I did
this time it was you.
No.
So Wednesday, April 7th. Oh, we've got a debut match.
Ooh.
Oh, we've got Bradley Tingle of Swag versus Ty Lieberman of the Finstock Exchange.
Is this the person that we've been hearing a lot about, Lieberman?
Well, I've definitely heard about Lieberman. I've definitely heard about Tingle because that's a hard name to forget. And
is Lieberman the fan? They got the fan.
I think that's the next one.
Oh,
but I definitely have heard these 2 names when people have been talking. So that is Swag Exchange, April 7th. Thursday, April 8th, we're going to have Mark Edward Hoyk of Corruption versus Griffin Newman of the Finstock Exchange. Now, Griffin Newman, I've heard a lot about.
Is he the fan leaguer that was forced to retire?
I don't know if he's the fan leaguer. I just know that I've heard that this guy is supposed to be it. Yeah. He's the one that's going to be...
Yeah.
Ace in the hole, going to rip through everybody.
Yeah, because there's one fan leaguer that I heard it was winning so much that he was forced to retire to give everybody a chance. So this might be him. I can't remember.
Maybe.
But
Griff.
Yeah.
We'll see how he does.
Yeah.
And then, looks like we've got 2 things happening Friday, April 9th.
Ooh, yeah.
We've got a Star Wars match.
A Star Wars?
A Star Wars match between Eric Whiteley of the Quirky Mercs versus John Hoey of the Dungeon.
Looking forward to that one.
Oh, yeah. And then Friday, April 9th, also, we've got ourselves a throwdown.
Oh, that's right.
We've got ourselves undercard Stacey Howard of the Usual Suspects
against who?
Versus
Kevin
Smith of the Mercs.
Oh, it's a house divided this weekend.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yet again?
Yeah, this isn't the first time.
Who's sleeping on the couch?
It's gonna be the dog.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That was mean.
No, she didn't do anything.
She didn't do anything.
She's my special girl. She was the birthday girl last week.
Oh, April Fool's dog.
April Fool dog. Fitting.
Yes, this dog.
And the overcard, Adam Collins of Corruption versus Dan Merle of the Dungeon for the singles title. Oh,
Collins Merle Part 2.
Collins Merle Part 2. Oh, I am so pumped for this match.
Me too. Can Collins keep this win streak going? Because I think he will. I think it'll be a new record, like consecutive wins by an individual player.
I would think. Yes.
We'll see what happens, man. Because Merle is out for it, man. Like he's
dangerous.
He's dangerous. He's got this new attitude that I'm really digging.
Yeah.
Like, mean streak Dan Merle.
I never want to be across the desk with an angry, dangerous Dan Merle. No, thank you.
It's gonna be a good one. Like. Obviously, a lot of matches. Obviously, we're going to be looking heavily at the singles title match. Who's not going to be looking at that? But really looking forward to seeing my buddy Eric Whiteley being in the ring for the first time, making his Star Wars debut. Man, he's good.
Yeah.
Obviously we've had Speaks. He's good, man. Like he's good.
All right. Cryptic.
And we're not going to be picking because. We are the Kiss of Death.
Yeah.
We can give the Schmoedown Kiss of Death to any of these competitors, regardless of factions.
I don't do picks no more.
No, we don't do picks anymore.
Nope. No thanks.
So just looking forward to this weekend matches for many reasons.
Oh, yeah. We got it all.
Mm-hmm.
We got a team. Wait. We got a teams?
No teams.
Whoops. We got it almost all. We've got a singles. We got a Innergeekdom. We got a Star Wars.
What's the Innergeekdom match?
Oh, God.
I don't think we have Innergeekdom.
Never mind. We have half of everything. We've got singles. We've got Star Wars. I was thinking of the undercard with Mike and Alex.
We got one specialty division this week.
We're almost there.
Almost.
Wow. All right. Well, it's still going to be very exciting.
It's still going to be very, very exciting. And like I said before, couldn't think of the announcement.
Oh, still
just fell out of my head. I don't know what we were supposed to. I can't remember. I was like, oh man, we really should talk about that. Nope.
First Class League.
No. Well, if you're watching the First Class League, go ahead and over to Twitch on Tuesdays. It's some good matches, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to think of.
I don't know. It was something that happened on backstage, I think. I don't know. But with that, I think we'll go ahead and end this episode here.
I can't believe we still look like a bunch of Miami Hurricane fans.
I accidentally have Gator colors on. I didn't mean for that to happen.
And we don't mean to look like Hurricane fans.
No.
I'm sure they're cool people, but I'm just wearing my one of my favorite new shirts that I inherited from Andrew. Every so often, Andrew will do a purge of his graphic tees, and I take scissors to them, and I make them into happy clothes, as we call them in this house. So this is my Lucio. Shout out to my Overwatch team. My Overwatch clan, we're all friends in IRL. So
in IRL?
My new Lucio shirt.
That always gets me.
Anyways. In real life.
Shut up, stupid! Yes, we will move on. Thank you. So with that, we'll end this episode here. Star Wars competitor Nicki Dimalanta, where can they find you online?
Oh, not yet. Well, online, you can find me on Twitter at Dimmy, DIMMMYYY.
As for me, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Drew Dimalanta, DIMALANTA. If you're listening to this on audio form, wherever you find your podcast, please follow the feed and rate us if you can.
Yeah, and if you're watching us on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. What? Like, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell icon in the lower right-hand corner. See when we do things on the YouTube.
Right under the belt.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to have my hands out here.
I did find a spot for it, and it frees up my hand. We had to move a couple things around, but
at least now I can fidget where I normally fidget.
Finally found a space for her.
Is it a lady?
I think it is.
Ooh. It's a lady.
Ooh, it's a lady. Anyways, with that, we'll go end this episode here. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. We'll see you next time.